some of my favorite stories in pro wrestling have always involved the little details, right? I feel like when Bryan Danielson, or at the time he was known as Daniel Bryan, but when he was chasing gold at WrestleMania 30, you just knew something special was going to go down. We knew we were in the midst of a really, really good storyline. And it literally forced WWE's hands to call an audible and make a change. I also look at MJF and CM Punk as another great example. Just really good storytelling, right? And of course, Hangman Page and the Elite and everything that AEW did at that time. And then of course with WWE, Stone Cold and The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. But now there's something that's happening with the Bloodline. And obviously, Sami Zayn and the Bloodline's been an incredible storyline, but that's going a different direction. Now we got Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Now, for those who missed it on WWE SmackDown on the March 2nd episode, basically what happened was Cody went face-to-face with Roman to open the show. And it was incredible. Some people might not like the idea of Dusty Rhodes being thrown into the storyline, but for Cody Rhodes, that was always the vision. The vision was always Cody Rhodes coming in back to WWE to get the WWE Championship. Now, on my main channel, I spoke about this at large during a live stream. I said Cody shouldn't win at WrestleMania. And trust me, this has become a very unpopular opinion on the internet, which is fine. I'm very firm on it. I don't think Cody should win at WrestleMania. I think because of how good Triple H's storytelling has been specifically with Cody and Roman, and just in general with this championship scene, I feel like WWE can strike gold by having Cody lose at WrestleMania and then have more layers to the storytelling, so that way when he does eventually win the belt, it will feel like a far bigger deal. But I feel like after last night's promo, WWE is doing something special. And this thing that they're doing on television that feels so special gives me the confidence to say that WWE not only made the right choice with choosing Cody over Sami, but also I feel like we're going to be in for a big treat with WrestleMania 39. This is Triple H's first WrestleMania. It's a very big test for Triple H, but also at the same time too, the visual of Cody versus Roman, Cody meeting the final boss, the storytelling element of Dusty Rhodes and being his son, and honestly, there's just so much good stuff that came from it. Also, I want to show you guys this tweet, by the way. So, Dusty Rhodes' tweet from November 4th, 2014 at WWE, Roman trained under my teaching, it got him there, enough said. Love you, Howard, smiley face. I don't even know what he was typing at the time, but here's my point. The point that I'm trying to make is that Dusty Rhodes keeps getting name dropped, and Roman Reigns keeps talking about how Dusty Rhodes never talked about Cody Rhodes. And that was kind of the same thing that Paul Heyman did on Raw, right? Yet Cody Rhodes is trying so hard to win this championship belt that his dad never won, and it's all about the legacy, and it's all about these small little things. And I just feel like there's so many great pieces to the story that could be told even if Cody loses. If he wins, great. But if he loses, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I know everybody in the comment section of my videos disagrees. I was live broadcasting this opinion to hundreds of people, and I just seen a lot of people give me negative feedback. And then I clipped it and put it on a short, and I got a lot of negative feedback on that. But I just think right now there's this huge, overwhelming confidence in WWE telling the story with Roman Reigns as champion and the bloodline that I'm okay with watching it go down for another year, because all those small little details and all those small little nuances have made it feel important and made it feel big. And then the idea of WWE splitting the titles and having Cody win one. You got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus. I mean, you got a plethora of guys who can be top guys. I have a very big confidence that Cody will eventually win the championship belt. And I do have this confidence that Cody doesn't need the championship belt at WrestleMania, because I do think at WrestleMania 40, we see Cody Rhodes in a much bigger spotlight, maybe going in as the world champion. You never know. But it's been a really cool experience watching SmackDown, because SmackDown has done a really good job for the Bloodline. It's done wonders for the Bloodline. It is the Bloodline's show. Solo Sikoa picking up wins from Sami. More things happening with Sami, and you're not sure exactly what's going to happen there. And the cool thing is, Roman Reigns is involved in two of the top storylines, And it just seems like everybody's benefiting. Like nobody in this situation's looking weak. This is cinema, dude. Like this is incredible storytelling. And you know, it feels like it's been a really long time since WWE has done something this good. Something this well polished. Something this well manufactured. WWE manufactured this. And it just so happened, like, as they built the storyline, the crowd really got behind it, which is fantastic. But small details matter, dude. And I say this all the time, like, AEW was putting a lot of small details in Hangman Page and Kenny when they were tag team champions, and that was phenomenal storytelling. And then we kind of got some stuff with MJF and CM Punk, and then that match itself delivered. And then it's like, since then, it just seemed like wrestling didn't have that big storyline. And sure enough, Roman, Sammy, Cody, the Bloodline, Paul Heyman, you know, the WWE has done it. It's like micro stories, but like big stories as well. And I don't know. I guess my point that I'm making is like, with storylines this good, I guess the people who really win are the fans. Regardless of how the match ends, the wins, the losses, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter to me how this match goes down. Well, I shouldn't say that. Obviously, there's some obvious things that WWE shouldn't do. I shouldn't have to explain this to you guys, but WWE shouldn't obviously have Roman Reigns squash Cody Rhodes. But I do expect this match to feel like Cody Rhodes has met the final boss. The lighting, the entrance. I mean, the entrances have to be special here. The entrances have to be next level, something we've never seen before. And I'm just excited for it. I'm excited to see what WWE does when going into this WrestleMania. And it's a big test for Triple H, because if he doesn't deliver a fantastic WrestleMania, I don't know what to say. And I feel like that's one thing too with Vince McMahon and everything that's going down with WWE for sale. Is it really for sale? I mean, that's a whole different conversation for another video. I don't want to ramble about that. But I'm hoping Triple H goes into making WrestleMania so undeniably good that nobody will ask for Vince McMahon back. Because I sure as hell don't want him on my creative process. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. And I feel like, you know, if you like Vince McMahon's booking, good for you. I just don't think it's good compared to what Triple H or what Tony Khan can do. Or what Scott D'Amore can do in Impact. So, yeah. WWE's blurring the lines. Cody and Roman are getting personal. The Bloodline and Sammy and Kevin Owens. I mean, it just feels like it's right. It's working. It's naturally working. It's not forced. And I like that.